Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
Public loved it, some trolled it, some liked it.
Yeah.
It was part and parcel. You got your views, and I got a mask, and I got reminded every time that मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं है, शर्मिंदा है, ये है, वो है. I used to listen to all the trolls. But for me it was good that people were not forgetting the case.
Correct.
Because public memory is short. अगर आप case भूल जाते, then maybe वो जो mask man था, उस film के लिए काम नहीं आता. Shilpa was very clear that if you're doing this, अगर मुझे पसंद नहीं आई, and you've done something rubbish, ये film release नहीं होगी, पहले बता रहा हूँ. Jail was a game. It's like Big Boss. If you play it right, you'll survive. You play it wrong, you're gone. So वो है इसमें. You'll see it all. अगर आपको Big Boss पसंद आता है तो ये तो मतलब Big Boss का बाप है.
2 घंटे जब कोई टिकट लेकर के आए तो आई वांट देम टू बी एंटरटेन एंड लर्न समथिंग एट द सेम टाइम. तो इस फिल्म को बनाने का मकसद यही था. व्हेन वी रेड द स्क्रिप्ट वी फेल्ट ओह दिस इज अ गुड ह्यूमन स्टोरी. इट्स नॉट जस्ट राज's स्टोरी, ऑल्दो इट इज फ्रॉम हिज पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, बट इट्स नॉट जस्ट हिज स्टोरी.
From headlines like Shilpa Shetty ka pati arrested to Raj Kundra walks out of the jail to today Raj Kundra makes his debut. As he quoted very beautifully, behind every mask there is a face and behind every face there is a story. I would like to add to it, behind that there is also a brilliant storyteller with us. Welcoming Raj Kundra and Shahnawaz Ali in conversation with me on India Forums. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Good, Nikita. How are you doing?
I'm great. We saw the trailer.
Yes.
We are excited for the film. Okay.
Thank you.
Starting with you, Raj. मास्क हट गया है, काफी अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे ऐसे बात करने में. I really want to know where was this idea of donning the mask taken from?
So honestly, in the beginning, I was just hurt by the media trial. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mince my words. And when I came out of Arthur Road, I said to Shilpa, I'm gonna cover my face. I don't want to give pictures anymore. And I used to stand next to you, give pictures. I said, you're the star. You do what you have to do. मुझे नहीं रुकना वहाँ पे. I'm just gonna walk straight in. I'm थोड़ा टूट गया था. Honestly, I was very hurt. So I adorned this mask and I started wearing it and using it everywhere. So 2-3 months later, Shahnawaz and I met and the whole discussion of this film happened. First my idea was कि मैं mask उस दिन उतारूंगा जब मुझे clean sheet मिल जाएगा. And then when this film was happening, I said, you know what, I'll take it off at the trailer launch. And let that be the day I take it off first, or whatever happens first.
True.
And that's how Maskman came about, honestly. And then I think media picked it up really well. So Maskman is a media star. You know, it's an individual that you guys have created. Public loved it, some trolled it, some liked it. It was part and parcel. You got your views, and I got a mask, and I got reminded every time that मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं है, शर्मिंदा है, ये है, वो है. I used to listen to all the trolls. But for me it was good that people were not forgetting the case.
Correct.
Because public memory is short. अगर आप case भूल जाते, then maybe वो जो mask man था, उस film के लिए काम नहीं आता. So it has nothing to do with the film, but mask man really helped me as my identity. It helped me sort of get through my own inner demons, my own sort of suffering. And I knew one day when it comes off that at least the trollers are not going to stop, but at least I've taken them to a point where they've not forgotten this story. So when they watch this story, let them have a different take on it.
Correct.
There's a different side to it.
Correct.
There are 2 sides to every story and every coin. So I said, let me take the mask off at the trailer launch, show them the trailer. And you know, funny enough, I'm not asking for sympathy, and it's not a sob story. But I have seen suddenly a change in emotions, and I don't know why.
Ji.
And I think it's great. I'm happy. But I'm still waiting for the judiciary system, the legal courts to give their announcement and give their verdict, because that's my true redemption. And I'm sure that'll happen very soon. It was a tricky time, and I don't know what happened. It hit me like a tsunami. But I know that jo hota achhe ke liye hota hai. And like you rightly said, your opening was from Shilpa ka pati to a scandal to a debut. It's like, it sounds just so unreal. That whole journey is just suddenly it's like dup, 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 dup. So that's been my life. There's been lots of ups and downs, and with Shilpa, both of us. And I think the fact that we're just so strong as a couple, that we fought through all of this together, had faith in each other from day one always, that we are where we are today.
And we are the witness for that actually.
Thank you.
Coming to you, Shahnawaz, वो एक ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ थी that made you believe in Raj and the story that he wanted to tell the people?
So we were actually trying to collaborate earlier. We were trying to produce a film, and it was an action comedy. So I knew he always had the passion for films. But when he went inside, he wrote the journal and came outside. He wanted to make a film. He wanted to make a book. He gave it to me to read it, like as an opinion. What do you think and what happened? And I wanted to know what he went through. But when I read it, I showed my wife, our writer Vikram, and instantly it was like, man, we need to make a film on this now. Like, although we have a other script ready, but it just felt like the right one to.
True.
There was so much of content, so called, like, and it was all true story. They were all. वो बोलते हैं ना कि असली मजा तो उसी में था कि रियल स्टोरी में ही मजा आता है. So and it was all there. There's all these people that you see. It was all there, and when he met 250 people, the story became from one person to 250 people the story. So that was really exciting for us, and we took it on. And I was convinced the minute we finished reading the journal, yeah, बनाते हैं इसको. But again, the thing was, I didn't wanted any actor to play this. I wanted Raj only to play this because ये biopic नहीं है, so called. So it's just based on that incident on his life, the dark patch of his life.
Correct.
And who better than to
the
play?
person himself.
Yeah, the person himself. So I was quite convinced. It took me a while to convince him.
Yeah.
But he got around. Like
Coming
when he
to
read the
that.
script, he came around.
Coming to that, जब इन्होंने आपको बताया that I want you only to be the actor in the film, क्या thought था पहले दिमाग में?
I'd already been through enough, and I didn't want to put my family through anymore. Honestly, it was less about me; it was more about Shilpa. I was thinking
Correct.
that Bachari, she's gone through so much, and she's had to hear so many insults. अब ये आ गया कि उसका businessman actor बनना है, तो it might sound even more demeaning and more, below whatever we've done till date. But I just felt somewhere that there was a pain inside me that I couldn't close. There was a chapter that I wanted to close.
Correct.
और मुझे ही book लिखनी थी. So when he said, "You do it, I'll help you get through it. We'll do workshops." Somewhere I felt that having experienced that, I might be able to convey it slightly better than another newcomer, because he didn't want an actor. He said if I take a known actor, it'll become very difficult for people to believe that, because that actor will come with his a little bit of style.
Correct.
So I wanted either someone truthful or a real newcomer. So he just felt that if I did it, it would help tell the story better. It'll be a first of sorts. आज तक किसने अपनी biopic पे अपनी एक slice of life के ऊपर film नहीं की. So he was convinced. We did workshops. After the first few workshops, he was convinced I shouldn't do it. But dhire, I just really worked at it, practiced hard, and I think I found it somewhere. You have to just realize what you have to do, because shuru mein technical tha. I'm not a born actor. I've never learned. But this acting workshop with a great acting coach that I took on helped me. Shahnawaz gave me a lot of coaching. And I think we delivered a really great product. I wanted to put my best foot forward. And Shilpa was very clear that if you're doing this, अगर मुझे पसंद नहीं आई, and you've done something rubbish, ये film release नहीं होगी, पहले बता रहा हूँ.
True.
So I said, guys, there's a lot we're gambling. But it was a great honor for us when she watched the film with a few other people, and they all turned around and said, "Wow, well done, Shahnawaz. What a film you've made." So I was the happiest that day. I said, "I've not let my director down or my producers down. We've done a really good film."
Guys, very hypothetically, I'm asking you all, if not for Raj Kundra, give me one name who would have done this better. Very hypothetically.
Hypothetically, Kundra Raj. No plan B.
He's convinced only that no one
There was
will
no plan B.
do
There was
this.
no plan B. वो हमारी पहले एक
How
script थी
sweet.
ना. We might have gone back to that one.
Ah.
There was no plan B. Plan B was only to make plan A successful. So
Sweet.
that's it. I was very
Yeah,
sure
faith.
that either him or no project.
Wow.
At least this one. Yeah.
राज क्या याद है आपको वो पहली रात जेल की?
I don't forget any night. मुझे सब 63 nights याद है.
Really?
जो किया, जो खाया, जो पिया, what I went through. It was the most difficult place, and not just for me. I'm not. लोगों को लगता है कि राज कुंद्रा एक privileged life जीता है. यार पहली बात तो I'm self-made. तो अगर मैं कुछ privilege enjoy कर रहा हूँ, मैंने अपने बलबूते
खुद के दम पे
कमाया.
कमाया.
But honestly, I'm the kind of person that's come from the ground up. So when I went into jail, I was used to it. I could handle it. I've slept on the floor. I've eaten just a paratha and pyaj. I've also slept in a 5-star hotel and I enjoyed the best life and the best food.
Correct.
So I don't get used to anything in life. मेरे लिए ये है कि जो है, I'll manage in that.
Correct.
आप AC on कर सकते हो, चला दो, fan on कर सकते हो, चला दो, Navy है तो भी चलेगा. So I managed to get through life in jail. There were a lot of difficulties because it was actually even harder than that. It's okay making adjustments, but jail is beyond adjustments. 50 जनों की जगह के अंदर 250 लोग सो रहे हैं. तो फ्लोर कम बढ़ रहा था, तो लोगों के ऊपर लोग सो रहे थे. So I felt that somewhere it was unfair on the humans living inside. So it's a connect, it's a story that we're all sharing with each other inside. लोग जो सिस्टम में फंसे हैं, legal cases take a long time. लोगों की बेल भी आ चुकी है, उनको बाहर आना नहीं आता. 500 रुपए जमा करने कैसे बाहर आना है. तो there are a lot of people stuck in the system. उनकी भी कहानी है. How I was dealing with them, how I was dealing with every day. हर रोज एक नया adventure था.
Correct.
Or you had to keep the barrack ka Don happy. You had to keep the barrack people happy. There were egos to manage. So jail was a game. It's like Big Boss. If you play it right, you'll survive. You play it wrong, you're gone. So वो है इसमें, you'll see it all. अगर आपको बिग बॉस पसंद आता है तो ये तो मतलब बिग बॉस का बाप है.
शाहनवाज, आपने जर्नल पढ़ी होगी जो राज ने लिखी है, तो उसमें से कोई एक ऐसा सीन रहा होगा जो आप चाहते ही थे by hook or crook that this should be there in the film which touched you. How would you narrate that to us?
Everything that I read is there in the film.
Oh.
You know, we have not shied away from anything. We
Okay.
have shown, because everything that happened each day was so interesting and different and disturbing at times, humorous at times. So we have kept everything. And credit goes to Raj. Even he has not shied away from anything. Right? Whether it was trolling, whether it was making other people laugh or anything. इसमें आपने ट्रेलर में भी देखा होगा ना, शिल्पा का पति यहीं बैठा है, Fawn King. He shied up from nothing. And we have shown everything was there in the film.
True.
And we didn't have to add any masala. We didn't took any cinematic liberty and उसको और थोड़ा amplify करके बताते हैं ऐसा. No, nothing. We have told very straight. You know, he has this humor, dry humor that we continue to bring it in the film, and we did that.
There are some netizens which still think कि ये राज की इमेज को वाइट वॉश करने का तरीका है. उनको क्या बोलना चाहोगे?
ये पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं. आई थिंक फिल्म देख लो, अपने आप समझ आ जाएगा आपको. और अगर आपको ट्रेलर देख के नहीं समझ आया कि ये वाइट वॉशिंग नहीं है तो आप फिल्म देख के डिसाइड कर लेना. बिकॉज ट्रेलर में तो 1% है, फिल्म में पूरा 99% है. आप फिल्म देखोगे आपको समझ आ जाएगा दैट दिस इज नॉट अ सॉफ्ट स्टोरी, इट्स नॉट अ वाइट वॉश. ह्यूमन इमोशन है, ये किसी के साथ भी हो सकता था.
Correct.
और अगर कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन में आता है तो हाउ टू डील विद दिस सिचुएशन. एंड योर टेक होम इज दैट nobody should go through this. Accused हो, guilty नहीं हो अभी, तो accused को ऐसे नहीं रखना चाहिए. And a lot of people are suffering inside.
True.
It's very unfair. So I think the film gives you that slice of life, and it's a wake-up call. तो आपको कहीं भी लगता हो कि राज 1% भी guilty है ना, you put that aside and you watch this film from a human emotion. का कोई guilty भी हो ना तो ऐसे नहीं treat करो उनको जब तक the courts pronounce you guilty. So I feel that's the take home, nothing else. I'm confident I've done no wrong, and I know that time will heal, and time will tell us all. But जब तक court verdict नहीं देती, I just request the trollers and the media just to wait.
You know, take a chill pill.
Yeah, a little chill pill for now. यार हो गया ना 2-3 साल, you've had your fun. Now just wait and see what happens.
बिल्कुल सही.
अगर हमारे मन में कुछ भी खोट होता है तो शायद हम लोग इस फिल्म तक पहुंचते भी नहीं, ना मनाते. हम बोलते यार बाद में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, ये हो सकती है, छुप के sit under a tree and just hide under a rock. But we didn't do that. We came out and said, भाई ये हो चुका है. और जो आप you've seen one side of it, see the other side also. The impact on the family, the impact on emotional health, and the impact on other people around you.
Correct.
So you'll get to see all of that.
राज, जब बेल होने के बाद आप पहली बार घर आए थे, I really want to know आपके बच्चों का reaction.
Oh, my son just came running towards me and just hugged me so tight, and he just cried and cried, and Papa, you'll never go for so long again, this, that. And I said, I promise you, I'll never go away like this, and I'm sorry what everything that happened. But he said, I have full faith in you, Papa. I know this and that. So he didn't know much about the case, but he knew that I was called him for questioning. So it was an emotional moment. My dad came and hugged me, and he sobbed like there's no tomorrow. And then Shilpa was shooting that day for Super Dancer. She came in the evening. By then, a lot of my tears had also just worn out. But when she came and gave me that hug and said, I'm with you, Raj. Well done. You got through this. We'll get through the rest of it. Have faith. तो big साई भक्त है वो, तो उसके लिए श्रद्धा सुबूरी हर बार वही बोलते हैं. Whenever I'm stuck somewhere, Raj, श्रद्धा सुबूरी, patience and faith, everything will happen.
Family stands with you irrespective.
Totally. I mean, you get to know who your real friends and real family are that time. So I saw a lot of people go helter skelter, and after the trailers come out, they're all trying to come back into my life. And I think somewhere I've decided to just draw the line and say, मेरे बुरे वक्त में जब मुझे ज़रूरत थी तो जो मेरे पास थे, those are my real friends and family, and the other ones were like, they weren't all weather friends. They were with me in the good times, but not with me in my bad times.
I remember you telling at the press conference कि अभी आपके contacts phone में सिर्फ 100 लोगों तक सीमित हो गए हैं.
3000 होते थे, अभी 100 लोग बस. वो 100 लोग हैं मेरे लिस्ट में जो associates हैं, friends हैं, and the actual close friend cycle is even smaller than that. मेरे बहुत कम गिने चुने दोस्त हैं. You won't find me at parties, and I don't think you ever have over the last 10 years. बड़े गिने चुने जगह जाते हैं जो हमारे दोस्त लोग हैं. Shilpa and I are very family oriented. We'd rather spend that time with our kids and at home. So इसलिए you don't see us socializing so much. We live a very simple life.
शाहनवाज, फिल्म बनाते वक्त कहीं दिमाग में एक ख्याल नहीं आया कि शिल्पा का कैमियो रख देते हैं जहाँ वो राज को कॉल करती है, राज उनसे एक दफ़ा बात करते हैं. ये ख्याल के दिमाग में आया था, कि
So as I said, we wanted to be very true to what happened.
जी.
And उस दौरान COVID था, so no मुलाकात was allowed.
Oh yeah.
So she never got to meet him in person. And I think after 10 or 11 days, he got the first phone call. Like 10-12 दिन तक तो बात भी नहीं हुई थी. So we stayed very true to the subject. We stayed very true to the whole incident, and it was very tempting, but we stayed true. But she did a cameo, but as a voice call.
You hear a voice. You get to hear
wow.
Shilpa's voice.
That's nice.
Yeah, the real phone call
Excited
that we
now.
had. 2-3 calls होते हैं, तो you get to hear a voice.
You get to
राज,
hear
ये
voice.
आपकी कहानी है और ये अभी फिल्म में रूपांतर हो गई है.
जी.
मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी आपकी कहानी से आपका टेक बैक और शाहनवाज आपसे फिल्म बनाने के बाद व्हाट्स योर टेक बैक?
Take back in the sense?
कोई लेसन जो ये हार्ड वर्क सिखा गया?
Lesson तो क्या है लाइफ में? I think जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. You have to just take it with a pinch of salt. To say that something could have been prevented is very hard because जो लिखी है ना वो होनी है. So I think I've become a bit more God-loving and believing more that everything is destined, everything is planned. हम सोच सके कि we can stop something from happening. Astrology बोलती है कि हम आपको एक छतरी दे देंगे, हम आपको बता देंगे बारिश आ रही है, अब छतरी लेना नहीं लेना आपकी मर्जी है. So it's that. जो लिखा है वो तो होना ही है.
जी.
At max somebody can tell me you're going to go in, just be prepared. But nothing prepares you for jail. It's a very tough place.
शाहनवाज.
So, take away, I'll just say कि my motto of making this film was to entertain. Like, you know, 2 घंटे जब कोई टिकट लेकर के आए तो I want them to be entertained and learn something at the same time. So इस फिल्म को बनाने का मकसद यही था. When we read the script, we felt, oh, this is a good human story. It's not
जी.
just Raj's story, although it is from his point of view, but
Correct.
it's not just his story. And that's the message, and that's what we wanted to convey. किसका time हो गया?
मेरा.
Mera, I love that.
And we just wanted to do the same. So,
Correct.
and not only this film, even in the future films that we're going to make, or inshallah we'll make, I just want to entertain. You know, light-hearted, dark humor is our genre, and that's what we stuck to this film, to stay true to the subject, but at the same time make them feel something.
Lastly, कोई box office expectation है? कोई numbers in the mind?
See, that's for now.
अभी दुखती रख पे से हाथ रख रहे हो.
The producers
अरे,
they
क्या
want to
number है?
decide. See, we never made it with that intent. हमने तो
Correct,
जब शुरू में
correct.
बनाई थी तो we thought देखेंगे क्या करेंगे,
जी.
बना के OTT जाएंगे, pitch करेंगे. But when Anil sir, A Film saw the film and said, I love it, मुझे theatrical जाना है. So that day I think he took the burden off us and took it on himself. He has faith, and I think it's a huge compliment to us that such a big banner has
Correct.
faith in our film. So it reiterated our faith that हमने कुछ अच्छा ही बनाया होगा, तो तभी वो साथ जुड़े हैं. So let's just hope that people go out there, watch the film, and they'll be entertained. They'll enjoy content. If what we're missing in Bollywood today is content कम होता है, or the film becomes a little bit too much masala. Here it's a beautiful film. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. You'll be on a journey. It's an emotion. So I assure you, you'll enjoy the movie. It's a lovely film. Put everything aside. Just go watch it from a new take, and the trailer shows you how we've taken that slice of life out. And like I said, it's 1% of the film. Go enjoy the balance 99%.
That's the expectation. Just go see the
Go
film.
watch it,
3rd
enjoy it.
November. So please see it. You also go and see it.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, guys, we are putting our faith into you and we're waiting
Thank
for 3rd
you.
November. That is all that I had in store for you guys. Thank you
sweet.
so much for
Thank you
joining
so much.
us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wrapping this up, guys, this was the cast of UT69. Please watch it on 3rd November in your nearest theatres and pour in all your love for this true story. Signing off, this is Nikita Bagwan, India Forums, Mumbai.